yes, my hands make wind, but how many times have you done this close to someone and it make them have to shut their eyes because it threw enough wind that would go across the table? Just doing that. Like, hey, buddy. No, it don't freaking throw wind across the table. The waiter, no, it don't put out the candles. It don't do any of that. Yeah. That's a challenge to all the negative people who don't believe in it. Try that. Put it on the edge if you want to. See if you can make it do that. Just slide on its edge. See if you can make it do that. Just dig in as it's rolling. Just, I don't know. Just get it to do that. And then I'll admit that I'm wrong. Do it in a video and prove it. And just because it happened don't mean you stay stuck on them and try to get it to do that again. Oh, let's do that again. No, you just flow with the energy. I was going to try to flip it over that way. Give me a second. Well, that's not what I was trying for, but once you try too hard, that's what happens. And you see how it's spread out like that? Trying will make it, yes, spread out like that. But if your connection isn't strong yet, it'll fly over there and you won't be able to do anything else to it. That's why after a minute, some people get to where they just can't get anything to happen because they're stuck on one thing. That aspect that did that is not the aspect that does everything. You got to flow with it and let it teach you. Like, this is just something you can't teach yourself because from what I know of it, it makes no kind of logical sense how it works. So I don't know. Thinking of it in a logical way is not going to get you anywhere. Give me a second. I'm trying to make it. Yeah, see, trying is, that's my... Give it a second. Yeah, okay. And you can thank the wind from my hand did that. Like, that's about as good as it's going to get. And that probably was still a little bit of TK mixed in. And I'm way better at it when I'm not trying to show the stuff on the phone. I don't know. Here, let me, all right. Yeah, wrong one. You're pulling with the up or the down energy. Like they say, you got a brain in your gut, right? So sometimes when you're thinking, you need to swap places and go with the gut thought of it, but it's still like the same thought process. But it's all part of the gut, you know. It's there's a higher thought and a lower thought. The higher thought, I believe, is how you start to pick up stuff. And then you go to the lower thought and you push instead of pull, then back to the higher thought, and then you know, it's like working in a fashion such as that. That's how I do it anyway. It also layers over, like let's say your right hemisphere goes over the top to start, the left hemisphere goes over the bottom, but you got to look at it as one spot, putting all of this energy on one, but also it's all around. So it's like, it's everywhere, but also in one focused area.